Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? It's Antonio checking in. And today, I was thinking, I was reading a book. I was revisiting a book, Manifesting Your Destiny by Wayne Dyer. And it spoke about, remembering that we are all connected. We are all a part of this living, breathing organism, whether we call it life, the universe, God, cosmos, whatever you want to call it. We are all a part of this. It even goes on to say that, even when it comes to birth, we make it seem like as humans that we come from something when we actually grow from the earth, And it was a part of the book that stuck out to me that talked about how us as humans are the conscious form of this universal intelligence. And it's so simple, but I feel like it's the simple things that we overlook. And it goes on to say that just because we are individuals, we are no different than a tree, the grass. We are all literally the same. And that just, I don't know, it just stuck out to me. I know it might seem so random. Excuse the airplane. But I know that seems so random, but at the same time, it's so simple. And I say that to say that once you realize that we are all connected, I feel like when it comes to manifesting your destiny, it becomes a lot easier because you start to realize that everything that you desire is already here. It's just that at times, as individuals, we have this intelligence that allows us to think that we're separate from the whole. It makes us think that we can control reality, when in a sense, we are reality. So it's nothing to control. It's just standing at remembrance that we are all connected. We are all universal intelligence. Just because we are individuals, we're not separate from anything else. The only thing about us as individuals is we are the universe in the conscious form. The apple tree produces apples. So the apple tree is the universe in an apple form. Just like the ocean produces the wave, life produces us humans, and it gives us a consciousness. And that consciousness allows us to manifest our destiny. We get to experience life on a whole different axis. But when you look around, it's weird because it's like as a human, it's like we separate ourselves and we make it feel like we're separate from every other thing on this planet. And it creates a division because we forget that we all are part of this universal intelligence. And I know this video is super random, but I was reading a book and it just stuck out to me, like, just knowing that we grew from this earth versus being placed here. You know, we got this notion that, hey, where did we come from? I'm not too far from a private jet lot, but we get this notion, where do we come from? And our conscious mind have us thinking that just because we here, we had to come from somewhere. But I was thinking, you know how the conscious mind is limited. We didn't necessarily have to come from somewhere. We just kind of grew here. You know, it was nothing before us, nothing after us. It's just now. It's just here, the moment. And like I said, I know this sounds so random, but sometimes these realizations are so random and they may not make sense. But if you get anything from this, it is to remember that we are all connected. We are all one. And the moment you fail to realize and separate yourself from the oneness, that's when you get the chaos. That's when you get the turmoil. That's when you get defeated. All of this, nature, we are the same. We are all connected. Don't think just because that tree is a tree that is different. I mean, yeah, sense-wise, it's different. Conscious-wise, yeah, it's different to our senses. But ultimately, we are all rooted and grown from the same living, breathing organism, this universal life, this cosmos, this God, this whatever you want to call it. And once you get in that mindset, you will realize how connected you are to everything. And you will realize how at ease and at peace you are. And you will realize that it's really nothing much for you to do. We make this manifestation thing such a turmoil, such a strenuous activity when it's something that we naturally do. You know, the bees would naturally fly. The birds would naturally fly. You feel me? The sun gonna naturally shine. It's gonna manifest its sun rays. You know, everything is in accordance. Like, if it's too much pollen come down, life will naturally send rain. It will manifest rain. And it's the same thing with us as humans. It's just that as human, we have too much of a conscious ability to dictate a lot of things. But once you realize, like, it's nothing really much for you to do. And a lot of times when you do too much, you get in the way. So it's like, all you have to do is just realize that you are connected. And through that connection and that realization, your manifestation will start to appear. Because you are your manifestations, if that makes sense. And there will be times when you allow the ego to come in and separate you from everything. But that's when you have to hone back in, meditate. But I just had this realization. I thought I'd come in and let y'all guys know, don't forget that we are one. Stop getting in the way of your meditation and realize that you are here. You were born here just like every other living, breathing organism. The trees, the animals, the clouds. We're all in this together. And once you get that peace of mind, you get out the way of trying to manifest and you allow the manifestation to come through you. Y'all gotta read that book, Manifesting Your Destiny by Wayne Dyer. I think that was principle 3, the third principle in the book. I might even read the book and break it down a little bit more from my perspective, but I was just rereading it today and I was like, wow. Because lately I've been like feeling like super connected. I just been feeling on this. I feel like I reached a new spiritual realization. I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm at peace. And all the things that I do desire, it is what it is. When they come in and receive them, I receive whatever is meant for me. And I'm not saying you're not gonna have to take action. I'm not saying just sit behind the tree and everything gonna fall out the sky. No, of course, if you want to be successful in something, like if you want to be a successful movie star, of course you're gonna have to go try out for acting roles. Or if you want to be a successful stock trader or real estate agent, you're gonna have to get out here and sell some houses some kind of way. But the way you do it can be so unorthodox and so universal and divinely aligned that it may not work for nobody else but you. That's what I'm talking about. So if this video seemed all over the place, forgive me. It's just, y'all know how them realizations happen. Man, I don't know why it's the simplest things that's been standing out. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm just entering a new state of consciousness. But I'm gonna break down that part of the book the best way I can so you guys can at least, I guess, grasp where I'm coming from. Because you know how sometimes something will be in your mind, but when you speak it, it don't make sense. It don't sound like how it sounds in your mind. Or you might talk to yourself and it makes sense, but then when you speak to somebody else, you're like, man, it didn't sound like that when I was talking to myself. And I think that's how this video is. It didn't sound like this when I was talking to myself, but we are connected. So get out the way of your manifestations, because you are your manifestations. We are all connected. Stop thinking that you're separate, and stop thinking that you're over here and your manifestations over there. Stop trying to bring things down to you. Go up to that higher vibration, that higher frequency. Or go up to that higher vibration and emit that higher frequency. Stop trying to bring the universe down to your level. Reach up. Go up. The universe already know your desires. You really don't even have to voice them. The universe already know your desires. You got to act as if. Because if you had everything you desire, if you had your dream car, let's say your dream car was a Lamborghini, you think you'll be sitting up here, oh, I'm so grateful for my Lamborghini every day. You'll have it. So you'll act a certain way. You'll probably walk a certain way, talk a certain way, because you got that dream car, your dream job, or your dream relationship. So you need to act as if now. Neville Goddard speaks about that. And that acting as if is not faking it until you make it. We don't want to do nothing fake here. Everything is authentic and genuine. Act as if. Act as if. And I'm going to break down that book a little bit more. I've talked about that book a whole bunch of videos ago. But like I said, I revisit all my literature. And this time revisiting that literature, it stood out to me, man. It stood out to me. So you're not separate from your environment. We are the environment. All of us, the trees, the animals, the humans, the sky, the sun, we are all it. Manifesting every day. Peace.